I'm going to talk to you about the 50-50 stringing pattern. Basically, it's just like a two-piece string job. You've got your mains and your crosses separate, but instead of starting at the head like you normally do with two pieces, what you'll be doing is starting in the middle and then working your way out. And you want to do it staggering, otherwise it defeats the purpose. And the purpose is, if you can't guess, is to apply the same balancing of stress that you get in the mains in the crosses. Okay, now to do this, you got to find your center points, weave them across, and here I have my two tips. And to be sure that I've got enough on each side, I'm going to keep these tips together when I pull it across. Okay, now I've got half of my strings on one side and half of my strings on the other. Okay, now what you'll need is a starting clamp. You can use an extra flying clamp, that works too, but a starting clamp is what I'm going to be using right now. Basically, you need something just to hold back pressure while you transition to the other side. I'll show you that in a minute. But to get started, set your starting clamp on the outside of the frame. Make sure it's snug up against the frame when you pull tension on the cross. Okay, now that your starting clamp's set, pull tension. Okay. Set your first clamp. And then you've got a couple options, but what I'm going to do is do this next cross first. Okay, and set this clamp here. Okay, and then I have to do the next one as well. Because what I need to do is have this clamp free. Okay, now that I can release this clamp without all the tension being lost, what I can do is get rid of the starting clamp. Okay, pull the starting clamp, or pull the tension on the string that's on the outside of the starting clamp, release the starting clamp, and then set the clamp. Okay, don't release the starting clamp after you release the tension. It's bad for the string. Okay. Now, before I start going this way now, I have to take my starting clamp and put it up here. Set it on the outside, get it close to the frame. Okay. Got the tension there. Let it go. Okay, now you can pull this one. And that's pretty much what this pattern is just going back and forth and using the starting clamp as a transfer. Okay? So it's a little tedious, you can kind of see that already. But I'm going to zip through the rest of this for you and then make a few notes towards the end. Okay, benefits to this. You balance the stress just like you do with the mains, which is nice. The cons to this are many. One is that it's kind of a pain. It's tedious. That's the biggest one. It's absolutely a pain. You have to have a starting clamp. It's another con. I mean, starting clamp's great, but not everybody has it. I guess another good thing is a bunch of finishing knots and no starting knot. But besides that, this is probably the last time I'll ever string it like this. So, there you have it. There's the 50-50 pattern. Thank you.